Yep.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Drew, and I'm here today to discuss COVID. First, I would like to introduce my guest, Miss Annette.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Annette. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful today.
That's good. That's good. First, do I have your permission to record this interview?
Yes, you do.
Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about how COVID and how it's affecting lives. So, Miss Annette, how has COVID affected your life?
Well, I'm not able to do recreational activities like I used to. I just work and come straight home. Practice social distancing. Only time I come out is to go to the supermarket, to church, or to work. Back and forth to work.
I know, like, for me, it's been like hard for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't, like, but at least, like, I get to, like, just, like, watch TV, like, spend time with my family. Like, my mom and I, we've been, like, cracking up jokes. But I
Right.
haven't really been able to, like, go any places, like, go anywhere with my family. So, yeah, it's been really hard for me.
Yeah, it's been really hard. You can't see your family. You have to stay away from your family. You have to talk to them like through Zoom or social media just to keep in contact. But it's been difficult.
Yeah, definitely. It's been really difficult and hard for everybody.
Yes,
And
but
it's
the
been really hard for me too, because like especially like on the news you see like how many deaths like people have died.
Mhm.
So it's been really like really sad for me.
Yeah, it is sad. It is. It just came from out of nowhere. We wasn't prepared. A lot of people lost their loved ones. Thank God we didn't, but a lot of people. We've known a few people from my church that passed away,
I'm
and it's
sorry to
just
hear that.
sad. Yeah, and a lot of people died alone. Families wasn't able to visit hospitals. Once they developed or caught the COVID, you had to quarantine yourself. So a lot of people died alone in the hospitals without their families.
Yeah, it's been really hard. Like I've actually lost a lot of like some family members too from my mother's side of family. So it's been really hard for me too.
Yeah, it was scary. It's a little bit better now, but the beginning it was scary because it's something that you can't see, something you can't smell, taste, or whatever, and all they're telling you to just wear your mask and continue social distancing and make sure you wash your hands. But that was it.
Yeah. Yep. Make sure to stay safe and wear masks and everything will be good.
Yes, absolutely. Even though they lifted some of the restrictions, I'm still going to wear my mask. I'm
Good
not.
idea.
I'm not going to take it off. I don't feel safe enough to take off the mask yet.
Yep. So, Miss Annette, how has COVID affected your life?
Well, I mean, I didn't. I'm not a person that go out much anyway. So basically, it was the same for me going to work and then coming straight home. That's what I do on a regular day anyway. And like I said, unless I go to the market, but it was nothing. It wasn't that different from me because that's what I do anyway. I don't go out a lot, so it didn't
Yeah.
change as far as my activities and stuff like that. Limited activities, um, only because I know I can't do it. You know, it affects you more when you know you can't. But besides that, I wasn't really doing too much anyway. I'm a homebody. I always just work and come home.
I know for me, like I'll just take walks and then I'll just come back home. Like if I need to go somewhere that's important, I'll just do that and then come back home.
Yeah, it did give me the opportunity not to gain no COVID weight. I lost a lot of weight. Um, I started watching what I eat more. I gave up sugar, and I was doing the no carbs. So I took that opportunity, you know, with the COVID instead of, I know a lot of people gained a lot of weight from the COVID because it was really nothing for them to do. So I took the opportunity to reverse it. I said, well, since we're going to be in the house and not being able to go anywhere, I'm not going to just eat, snack, snack, snack. I decided to cut back. And it worked out good for me. Yep.
You remind me of me too. That's what I've been doing. I've been like watching what I've been eating, and I've been
Hmm.
like exercising a lot, and I've been learning how to make things, like learning how to cook with my mom. So we've been like trying to keep ourselves busy
Yeah,
during this
you have
pandemic
to.
going on.
Because
Yeah.
after a while, you get cabin fever. You want to get out the house. You know, you get bored sitting in the house, and you just got to get out for a while.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Cause like sometimes I get tired sitting in the house, so I just want to like take a walk and get some
Hmm.
fresh air. It's good to get fresh
Yes.
air.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, there's only but so many movies you can watch, and you know, after a while, it's fun in the beginning, but after a while, you get bored.
Yes, definitely. And everybody's like struggling with that. They having a hard time like staying home because they're not used to staying home. Like they used to like
Hmm.
getting out, and probably like especially like for the kids, like it's hard for them because they're not able to go to school normally like they used to, and they're not
Yeah.
able to see their friends.
Yeah, they can't learn properly because they didn't. Some kids need you know extra help. You know, they need that one-on-one attention, and they can't get it because it's virtual learning. It's hard for kids now.
Yes, definitely. Especially like it's not easier for them because they have to do it like school meetings like virtual.
Everything. Yeah. Then they can't go outside. You can't go visit your friends. You know, you want to stay safe. You don't want to visit someone and then they may have been exposed to COVID and then you bring that back home. So you just have the best thing to do is just to stay in the house.
Yes, definitely. Yep. So, number nine, what things have changed the most in your life and how do you feel about COVID?
Well, I didn't get the vaccine. I'm still, I still haven't decided to get it yet because I don't know a lot about it. Um, Me personally, I mean, I don't judge anybody that's gotten the vaccine, you know, because people get it for their own you know, everybody get it for their own reasons. And nobody wants to catch the COVID, you know. So a lot of people get it. Some people get it because they have illnesses and it's more easier for them to catch the COVID if they didn't have the vaccine. But me personally, I want to wait a while. I'm not saying I won't ever get it, but for now, I'm not going to get it. I don't, I don't trust it. I'm sorry, I just don't. But just like with any medication or vaccination, there's always side effects, and they did it so fast. And then I believe even if I was to get the COVID vaccine, I would do it with my primary care physician. I would not go to a public place and have someone inject me with the vaccination. You know, I would want my doctor to do it.
And it's good to be safe than sorry. Like I know, like I
It
got
is.
both of mine. I got my Pfizer shot, and my mom she got hers. Like I got mine at the convention center in downtown.
Okay.
Like it's been really hard for me too. 'Cause my mom, she has lupus, and she's
Exactly.
really, really like careful, and she
Right.
can't catch nothing, and
So
especially
that's
like
why you have to get
COVID.
vaccinated. Yeah. That's why I say some people have to do it. Like
Yes,
my client, the lady that I work for, she received both her vaccinations. She was fine. Um, and that may be because she every year she gets a pneumonia shot. You know, she always gets the flu shot. Well, not every year the pneumonia. Pneumonia is like every few years, but she gets the flu shot every year. So her body is used to vaccinations. And I don't know. I don't think mine's is used to vaccinations because I try to do everything. I take vitamins. You know, I keep my immune system built up. You got to take your vitamins every day. That's another good way to avoid catching anything if you keep your immune system built up. Um, and she's fine. She was fine when she got her vaccination. She didn't have no issues at all. Some people develop headaches, you know, when they wasn't feeling well for a few days, but after a few days they felt better. I've had a lot of people that I know told me that their arm was pretty sore or they felt sick for a few days. Some people ran a fever, but after a few days they were back to normal.
same with me. Like I had like chills. Like I feel like I was having chills and headaches, and my
Mhm.
arm was like sore. Like it didn't even like kick in right away. But as soon
Right.
as I got home, my arm was like hurting so bad.
Yeah.
And I had to like rest. I had to drink fluids, and it was telling me like they gave me this paper like of the symptoms like what
Okay.
I would be wearing, like to put a cloth on my arm. I guess to like make it feel better
Right.
and just make sure like to get plenty of rest and no overdo stuff.
Right. See, let me turn my wings off, please. But yeah, it's difficult. It was difficult. Like I said, I'm not saying I won't ever get it, but I just have to have more research. My doctor has been asking me. She's been on top of me, telling me to get it. She's got it. Her parents got it, and I trust my doctor. You know, I really trust my doctor. So I'm thinking about it, but I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good to take your time.
Hmm.
It's no rush, but it's just make sure like to be safe and then like
Right.
just
Exactly. And I'm not being around people. I can see if I was like going to parties or because people were still having gatherings, even though they told us to quarantine. Some people were still doing their own thing, but I didn't do that. I tried to follow the rules, to stay safe.
yep, that's right. It's good. We've been doing the same thing too. Like we're hand sanitizer. Like we've been bringing our
Hmm.
hand sanitizer. We've been having like bringing plenty of that stuff.
Yeah, my hands were starting to peel because I wash my hands a lot just before the COVID, just in general at work and stuff. I'm always washing my hands, dealing with my client and stuff like that. But like being out in public or whatever, like traveling to and from work, I was always using hand sanitizer to the point where my skin was burnt. And my doctor told me that's because I was just using too much. My skin couldn't take it, and I didn't think the color was going to come back, but it did. I was nervous. My whole hand was dark, and every time I washed it, my skin was peeling off. It was bad, but I was just constantly using hand sanitizer, trying to stay safe. But yeah, I burnt my skin real bad, but it's better now. This whole hand was dark. It looked like it was a burn.
I'm glad that you're okay now.
Yeah, I am too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you think COVID will be ending soon?
I think it's going to be something that is going to linger around, but it's not going to be as bad as the way it was when we first got it. And if it do go away, it'll probably go away maybe sometime next year because they're still saying people are developing contracting COVID, but they're not being hospitalized or anything, dying from it the way that they were from the very beginning. And I think what I think now is they're going to incorporate that COVID shot just like you have to get a flu shot every year. I think that's how it's going to be from now on. You know, everybody will be able to go to their physician to get the COVID shot.
I feel like a lot of people, like, they've been having a hard time getting like their COVID shot,
Yes.
like on the news, because I guess they have to like get scheduled for it.
Yeah.
So like everybody has to go, like probably like in the same time or a different time.
It
So
was
I
it was
remember when yeah.
it was a panic. People were panicking. So it was like people were showing up, you know, before they you had to have an appointment, but then they opened up the Leocore Center and like you said, the convention center, and it was a lot of different places out there where I work at the Springfield Mall. They had it set up um, for people to get their COVID shots. Before, remember, you used to have a whole bunch of paperwork you had to fill out and had to have that, and you had to show them when you get in the line. When they was first doing it, when it was drive, you had to go to the drive-through line, and you had to have so much information to where now you don't even have to have that anymore. You know, they made it easier for people to get the shot.
Yes. Yep. They definitely did. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's getting better though. You can tell things are gradually getting back to normal.
Yes.
It's gradually you feel better now sometimes, like when you're walking down the street. You know, before I didn't even want to walk on the same side of the street somebody else was. I didn't want anybody to walk past me, you
Yeah.
know, because you don't know. Then you hear somebody cough. Like me, I have allergies, so I was wearing my mask before the COVID started. I was wearing a mask because I suffer with my allergies real bad. So I cough a lot and I sneeze a lot. So I didn't want to be like on a bus, public transportation, and I'm constantly coughing or sneezing, you know. So I was already wearing a mask a few years back. I wasn't doing it every day, but I was wearing a mask at one time. And now when somebody have a mask on and you hear them coughing, everybody's like turning around looking. You know,
Yeah.
people scared.
And you never know who has it.
It's like you can't cough no more. You can't sneeze no more. Everybody associates it with the COVID.
Yeah. And somebody near my neighborhood, I think they worked at Rite Aid. Somebody was infected from it.
Yeah,
They had like closed it down for a couple days, and I forgot what day they opened it, but I know they had to close
they
it
have to
down.
close it down. They have to clean it. You know, sanitize it and everything. And a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are out of work.
Yes.
You know, because of the COVID, it affected everyone was affected in some way or another. Everybody.
I just hope that everything gets better
I do
and that
too.
everyone be safe
Yeah.
and just be careful.
Yeah, not take it as a joke, and just even though everything is opening up in the city, just continue to social distance, continue to wash your hands. Like I know they saying some by next month, the 19th, everything is going to be open up. People are going to be able to walk around without their masks. But I think I'm going to continue to wear my mask. I am just for a while, you know.
Do you have faith in the CDC about being able to take off your mask if you're fully vaccinated?
No.
Oh,
And the reason why is because people that are fully vaccinated can still contract the COVID.
yes,
That's
that's
another
possible. Yep.
that's another reason why I didn't feel like, I should get the shot. I can see if you get the shot, the vaccination, and it will prevent you from getting the COVID. It doesn't prevent you from getting the COVID. You can still contract COVID, but it won't be as severe.
Yeah, and the deaths.
It wouldn't be as severe as a person who doesn't who didn't get the vaccine. You know, you will have a better chance of surviving from the COVID with the vaccine than a person that don't have it. Yeah, the CDC, yeah. They just put it out there so fast,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you would never think that this would happen, like something like this would happen.
No. But this is not like, I mean, this is the pandemic that we're living through. But years and years, you know, your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great great grandparents, they have lived through pandemics. You know, if there's, so, you know, they've been through it before. And
Yeah.
this is was our first experience with the pandemic. Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to say before we end our discussion?
Just continue to stay. I wish that people will just continue to stay safe. I mean, care about yourself enough to stay safe. Um, that way we can everybody can be safe. Everybody should be on the same page as
Yeah.
far as taking the precautions to stay safe. Some people don't believe it. Oh, I'm not wearing no mask. It's nothing. You know, nothing can happen. You know, some people still don't believe it. Even after all these people lost their lives, they still don't believe it. So people just, I mean, I just hope that people realize that
That is serious.
it was a life and death situation for a lot of people, for everybody, basically, and that they really need to follow the rules. If anything like this, God forbid, ever happens again, just follow the rules.
Yes, definitely. It's good to follow the rules and good to be safe. Then sorry
Yeah.
because you never want to and then end up being in the hospital and then you'd be worried
Right.
that you won't get to see your family. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the worst part that a person could ever think of.
Yeah, to lose your loved one and then they die alone in the hospital. You can't visit them, you can't see them or nothing. They're in the hospital alone, dying.
It's horrible. It's really sad.
It is.
It's because it's really like hard for me. It's like it's really disturbing for me to like watch and see people suffer like that.
Yeah.
But I will also like to say, all you wonderful people out here, stay safe. Blessings to everyone. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Miss Annette, it was really nice having a meeting with you. I really enjoyed this conversation.
I did too. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're very welcome. Well, that's the end of Drew's World for now. Good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.